Yo, what's good everyone? So if you can't already tell, I'm avoiding playing Battlegrounds. You may as well call Battlegrounds the orphan of MCOC because of how neglected it is. But since I don't want to play Battlegrounds, I've not got much stuff to make content on at the moment. So I figured I'd try a new series. You see, I've never read a comic book in my life, and I'd say I am a Marvel fan, but a extremely casual Marvel fan. All my knowledge is just from the movies and some cartoons I've watched. It doesn't go any further than that. But as you might know, there is almost 300 characters or something ridiculous like that in this game. And I do not know anything about over half of the characters in this game. So I figured what would be a fun idea is to look at some characters' lore, look at their backstory together. And I'm sure there's a lot of people in the same position as me. I'm sure there's a lot of non-Marvel fans or very casual Marvel fans that play this game that want to learn about these characters. So that's what we're going to do. And the first character we're going to be learning about is Hood. Now the reason I pick Hood first is because I've not seen this guy anywhere outside of this game. But he's so mysterious and he's so interesting to me. As soon as I saw his special free animation for the first time, I immediately wanted to learn more about him. Is he a symbiote? Where does he come from? What is his backstory? He's supposed to be some kind of Spider-Man villain, but I've watched the entirety of Spectacular Spider-Man and the Ultimate Spider-Man show, and I have not seen this guy once, or at least I don't remember seeing him. So he's never made an appearance outside of this game. He's going to be in the Ironheart show though. So he's going to be one of the main villains in that. So we will be getting a on-screen appearance of this guy soon, which I'm really excited for because after learning about this guy, I really relate to this guy and I really find him an interesting character. I can't wait for his debut. I hope they give him some proper character development and I hope they really flesh him out and make him the same character that he is from this bio, because I really relate to this character. So let's start off with this bio. Let's start learning about him. Always fascinated with superhumans, young petty thief Parker Robbins used his gains to help his family, including his ill mother. When a burglary took an unexpected turn, Parker found himself in possession of a pair of magical boots and cloak. Struggling to understand these supernatural items, he learned they granted him powers, including invisibility and the ability to walk on air. Dubbed the Hood by the police, Parker soon found himself forced down a darker path, using his newfound powers to start his own criminal empire to ensure the safety of his family. First impressions after reading this, I really like this character. He's supposed to be a villain, but I don't think he's a villain. I think he's misunderstood. As it was mentioned, yes, he was a thief, he was a burglar, but he was only robbing to get money to help his ill mother. If your mother was ill, if she was dying, you'd rob places to get money, wouldn't you? I don't think that makes him a villain. And then it stated he finds some magical boots, a magical cloak which gives him powers, and then he starts his own criminal empire to protect his family. He doesn't start a criminal empire to rule the world, he doesn't start it for money, no, he starts it to protect his family, which is the most important thing to me. Are you really a villain if all you want to do is protect your family? I don't think so, and that's why I find this character so interesting. I find anti-heroes in general a lot more interesting than plain babyface heroes like Superman, etc. So as far as Hood's powers go, we have the bio to go off, and I've done some research. So his powers are he can go invisible whilst holding his breath, which is shown in game. You can go invisible off your SB2 or by dashing back and holding block. And it's also stated he can walk on air though. That is not shown anywhere in his gameplay. It'd be really nice if they could update his basic attack animations to maybe make him float so he's like walking on air. That would make it really cool. That would be a really cool change, but I'm not expecting that anytime soon. You know, Hood's animations, they look fine. And then his SB3, he is in fact not a symbiote, he is a demon. When he uses his special 3, he turns into his demon transformation. This demon transformation comes from the powers of the cloak though. This is not his true form or anything like that. He is a plain old human without the cloak. But with the cloak, he gains all these powers and he can turn into a demon, which is pretty dope. However, I am not sure where the lightning on Hood's special one comes from. It is not stated anywhere that Hood has the power to control electricity or lightning. So I think the special one lightning was just made for the game. I don't think that has any source material. It's stated that Hood is not good at making friends. The only reason he does all this is to help his ill mother. His father can't do anything because his father passed away. His mother is extremely ill and he doesn't know any other way to help her. So this has led him down a life of crime. And this is why I say he's not a villain. He's misunderstood. Despite not being good at making friends, he does have his own criminal organization filled with B and C level villains, just random ass villains. But yeah, he does have his own criminal organization. Basically, he has his own version of the Illuminati, but it's filled with a lot less important characters and they're all villains instead of heroes. Now, I think Hood's main goals is just to get enough money to save his mother. Then I'd like to think he would leave the villain life behind. It's stated that his Illuminati, his criminal organization, wants to be some of the most feared villains in the world. They want to be at the top of the league of villains, but I think that's all for show. In my mind, Hood is just doing this to get enough money to save his mum, and then he's going to cash out. That's what I like to think anyway. That's what I would like to see them do with Hood. In reality, he started off as a small-time burglar, and it's all gone to his head, and he's trying to be one of the most feared villains in Marvel now. But I don't like that as much. I would rather them focus on the first part of the story. If Hood ever gets his own TV show or movie, or he gets enough of a backstory in the Ironheart show, I would really like them to focus on him being a sympathetic character. We don't need another power hungry villain. We need a villain that you can feel sorry for, that you can root for, that you want to win, and that is Hood. They have to lean into the story that he has no other choice but to go down this criminal path to help his mother out. They don't want to go down the whole route of world domination. The criminal empire is a good idea, but make him getting a criminal empire together be about helping his mother out. Make everything Hood does be about helping his family out. That's what I want Hood to be as a character. But that's pretty much all I want to talk about for the backstory of Hood, his lore. Now, I'm just going to share a few random facts about him that I found during my research. Hood made his debut in 2002 in his own standalone comic, The Hood. When he was a young boy, Hood watched a fight between Daredevil and Electro, and this is what inspired him to get into the superhero / supervillain type of lifestyle. The Hood has only ever made an appearance outside of comics in the game Marvel Contest of Champions. He has not been in any cartoons, any movies so far. He will be in the Ironheart show, but that is not out yet. And Hood's full name is Parker Robinsons. And that's going to be the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, definitely let me know. I can make this video for different types of champions that you're interested in learning the backstory of. So yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this. Leave a like, leave a subscribe if you did, and I will see you all in the next video. I had a lot of fun making this one. This was definitely one of the more fun videos that I've done recently. I wanted to learn about Hood for the longest time, and glad that I finally had the chance to do it.